Okay, this is Captain Drew Cavanaugh of Florida Inshore Fishing Charters, Mosquito Lagoon Sight Fishing Charters, located here in East Central Florida. Daytona Beach, New Smyrna Beach, Cocoa Beach, east of Orlando. And today what I'm going to do is something a little bit different, as I've been wanting to get a smoker. And I wound up today and I broke down and I bought this Weber Smoky Mountain cooker, the smaller one. I think they make a bigger one, and all the reviews online were just phenomenal. You know, it's a little bit of extra money. You're spending a few $100s on something like this, but from what I understand, it should last you quite some time. And we're going to do an open inbox out of the box. I'm going to go ahead and try to smoke some wings on it today, and we'll see how it turns out there. So I'm going to pop this off the tripod real quick here. Come over here and just zoom in at the specs there, see what that is. Just get a look at it here, and we're going to open it up here and let's start popping stuff out and see what is inside. And I bought this particular one at Lowe's, so let's see what's inside of it here. And let's take a look here. One thing I like to smoke is some sockeye salmon, or salmon in general. You know, we don't catch that down here, so to me that's a great food. Just brine it up, it makes for good boat food. But today I'm going to smoke some wings. Alright, so we open it up here. Well, that's really hardy. Good construction there on that one. So we got that. Just adjust this a little bit here. Alright, so we got that. Got the inner trays. Boy, they pack this stuff good, man. Trays. Oh, lovely. Some assembly required. Figure. Alright, so we got looks like the charcoal tray here. I have a Weber charcoal grill, so when I got this, I was like thinking, you know what, I'm going to spend the money and get the Weber. So far it's really good construction, design. That's a pretty good sized smoker there. That's a pretty good sized barrel. Got the door. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to assemble it. Get everything hooked up. That's the bottom. And there's the top. God, that's solid construction. The other smokers I've owned, I won't mention the names, but when you lift them and hold them, they just don't feel as strong and sturdy as this. So again, this is the Weber Smoky Mountain, the smaller one, the 18.5 inch. So let me get in here and assemble this thing, and then what we'll do is we'll get some wings going and we'll check them out here in a little bit. Alright, we got it all assembled and everything. It was fairly easy, you know, like assembling anything. Took a few minutes there, 10, 15, 20 minutes. I like the fact that there's not many parts to it, and apparently that if these were to go bad or you lose them, online at Weber you can get some easy parts replaced pretty quick, or you could just run down to the hardware store and buy them. That's all they were. That's for your thermometer. It's a port for a thermometer to go through there if you're doing a brisket or something that needs to stick a thermometer inside. But yeah, it came out pretty nice. There's the water pan. It's going to go drop down into the bottom right there. And looks good. Looks good. It's got a nice thermometer on it. You know. What we're going to do is I'm going to go inside, get some chicken ready. I'm just going to try, for the first time, we're going to smoke some wings on here, and we'll see how they turn out. Just basic marinade on them. I'm just going to salt, pepper them, and then I either like to use, there's some sauce that my neighbors bring down from Nova Scotia called Dave's Wing Sauce. I'll probably just coat them in that afterwards, but I'm going to put some salt and pepper, some paprika, maybe some onion powder on them, and just rub them like that. Just some basic wings for this first time test. But I'm going to start a fire, I'm going to let it burn for 5 minutes, then we're going to add the wings, or get the charcoal going, and we'll go from there. So I like it so far. Now let's see how they cook some food. One more thing I noticed that was in the bottom of the box, I forgot to mention it, is that they also included, looks like a pretty nice cover for it. So now how often somebody will use that, I'm not sure. Usually what I do is when I'm done, like using something like this, my other smoker I had, I would just let it cool down for a day or so, clean it off, brush it down, then I would just put it in the storage shed. But I live here in Florida, the elements are different down here, so just figured I'd show you that real quick. Okay, I moved the smoker out back by my little barbecue pit here I have, and got some charcoal in there. And it's the first time I'm doing this, so I'm not really sure how this smoker is going to work and all that. I put a couple pieces of oak in there and just some oak bark for my wood pile over here, and just add a little bit of flavor. Apparently you don't need much, so let's light this up and we'll let it go. Okay, let's let that go. We'll get it going. We'll bring the wings out, put the main frame, the body back on there, fill it up with water, and we are good to go. And I guess it'll take a couple hours to do this, so it's been quite some time since I smoked wings, but I just cut the wings up, patted them dry, put some salt, pepper, red pepper, a little bit of mustard powder on there, a little bit of garlic powder, sea salt. I like to use kosher sea salt. And then when about 20 minutes before they're done, I'll take them off, put them on some of the wings, Dave's wing sauce, and put them back on there and let them finish up. And we'll see you in a little bit here. Okay, we got the chicken on there. The coals are nice and hot. I don't know if you can see it, probably can't see the coals nice and hot. I got the water pan added right there. Got the chicken on there. What I'm going to do is we're going to put the lid on, and we're going to let these bad boys smoke for about an hour. We're going to get in here, and we're going to, we'll flip them. Let them go for about another 45 minutes, then I'll come out here, toss them in some sauce, put them on there to finish up, and we'll be good to go. And we'll see how this thing does. So, I'll tell you what, so far, this is a really solid belt grill. Let's see if we can get the temperature up there too. And it's climbing, so now the key is, let's see how well this thing maintains this. I want to get it around 230, 250, 240, somewhere right, at least over 200, and it's going up there. Looks like it's just about over 200 right there, so should be pretty good. But we'll come out here in a little bit and check it, and we'll go from there. Okay, we just pulled off the lid after about an hour and a half here, hour and 20 minutes. We're going to flip them, and then we're going to put them back on there. Temperature's still around 200 degrees. We're going to flip them, toss them in some sauce, put them back on there for 10-15 minutes, and they should be done. Okay, so let's take this lid off. It's been right at about an hour and 45 minutes since we put them on. We're going to toss them in some of this Dave's hot sauce. And we're going to put them back on there for maybe 20 minutes, I'm going to say. I've smoked wings before, just not with this smoker. So let's see what they look like here. The temperature says, I'll spin this here so you can see it. Right at about 210 degrees there, which is perfect. Let's see what these bad boys look like. Not bad, not bad. So let me turn this off. There's no sense in you seeing that. Let me flip them in the hot sauce, put them on there. We'll put them on there for about another 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. That's a nice thing about this. You can't mess it up. Alright, so we've tossed them in some wing sauce. We're going to put them back on there for a few minutes. They're smoking and steaming pretty good here. So they're getting nice and hot. Let's put them back on there. About another 20 minutes. We're good to go. Okay, before it gets too dark, I'm going to go ahead and just show you these. They're pretty much done. I'm going to take them off in about 5-7 minutes. And it's been 2.5 hours total. I'm the type of person, you know what, slow and go. No big hurry. And you can see, let's see if here, can I zoom in on the temperature there. This thing has maintained this temperature between 2 and 250 this whole time with the charcoal that I put in there. So I'm very impressed with it. And let's lift that lid off real quick before I turn the camera off. And here we go. Let's see what they look like. It's been 15 minutes since I tossed them there, 20 minutes maybe. They look good to me. They look edible. Let's see if I can zoom in there just a tad. Looks good. All right, so everybody enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.